Hi everyone, welcome back to another Cut Above with Chris. It's a bit of an exciting shave for me today. I've managed to pick up my first ever OneBlade, probably my last ever OneBlade because I probably won't get another one, whether I like it or not, depending whether I keep it or not. I have sold my timeless razor to a young fella, Spencer Franco, over in the eastern states in the Gold Coast in Australia. He's just shaved with it this morning and he really likes it. It's a bit different for him, which is good, and it's a beautiful razor. It'll be missed in the den, but it's not getting much use for the Wunderbar now. So, the OneBlade picked up today, came in the leather box. It's got the little instructions manuals down here, which I haven't even looked at yet. I've watched enough videos on YouTube to know how to put the blade in and take it back out again, I think. What have I done with the blades? I shall be back. And we're back. I do have some blades. I left them in my van. There's 8 blades. He bought it with 10 blades, so he's used 2. He actually only used 1.5. He used it the first time and then he tried it for a second time. The reason he didn't keep it is because he'd just didn't get into that type of racing. He's always used cartridges and electric shavers and just didn't enjoy using these, so I'm looking forward to it. So, soap today, Cold River Soap Works Select. I think this is their older formulation. I really don't know, there's that many bloody formulations going around for the V.2 version 2 citrus. Love this stuff. It was sent to me from Ken Lee. Beautiful lemony sort of orangey citrus scent. It's really nice. Now the razor also came with, the OneBlade also came with a Bulfix shaving brush, never been used, and an unused tub of the lavender Castle Forbes. Tiny little tub, but I had a smell of it and it smells lovely, a really nice lavender scent. I was going to use it today, but what I want to do is I'm going to use everything that I've used before that I know that works really well, so that the only variable is the razor itself. So I'm chucking them everywhere now. I think the excitement's got the better of me. Right, the brush for today, Leo Frio Custom, the Hoops, Celtic Football Club, 24mm tuxedo knot, beautiful knot, really soft. I have been testing this alongside the Black Wolf every now and then, just touching it on my face, and I do find this ever so slightly not as soft as the Black Wolf, even though they look identical. They really do look identical, but I just find this one's just not as soft. Right, get it dipped in the water, flick out the excess, and then straight into the dry soap. I've only used this soap once, but I do remember it being a beautiful shave, and the scent on it's incredible. Scent strength out the tin, around about a 4, 4.5. And it really explodes when you get it in there. I'm not sure, is this a... Yeah, it's a tallow base, so I've just smelled that there and I got a sort of milky sort of scent it. So I can actually smell the tallow in this soap, which isn't something I can normally do with like sterling and things like that. It's not off-putting, it doesn't affect the scent at all, it just, you can smell it's there. Yeah, definitely smell it's a tallow based soap. But I know the performance of it's great. The scent's great. And it is held in very high regard by most wet shavers. So all I'm doing is getting a good thick load into the brush, and then we'll lather on the face. That's me done. Just wipe the face. Just got a text message there. Oh, and here we go. We'll just paint this on first, then we'll add some water, get the lather done, and then get stuck in with the razor. Dip the tips, just paint some water onto it, and again. And this is where the magic happens. a little bit dry. There's something I always forget to mention, in fact I don't think I've ever really mentioned it. The water over here is extremely hard, very hard. Oh, this lather's superb. So if you live in a hard water area, I can hopefully, whenever I use a soap and get a good lather, it should hopefully give you an idea that it will lather up in a hard water area. All soaps will lather in soft water, but not all soaps lather great in hard water. Right, so here we go. Got my feather blades here, so I'm going to pop one out. I love feather blades, I've never tried these ones before, but I love the feather blades. Right, okay. Wow. I can understand now why it's quite expensive. That's a rigid blade, really solid, thick blade. Now, if it serves me correctly, all you do is slot it into this slot here, push it until it clicks. I couldn't actually see the blade on there, so that's why I just whipped it off to have a quick look. So it looks like it's lined up fine. I can't see, the blade looks lovely and straight, doesn't look like it's got a smile on it, a smiling blade, which was something I sort of picked up from. I tell you, the blade pisses me off, it's covered in wax, covered in it. Right, so here we go. Wet the head of the razor and let's just see what happens. Doesn't even feel like it's shaving at all. But it is. Got 2 days growth. So I am pushing down, that's what people seem to do. Let the pivot do the work. So I'm not expecting perfection the first time or anything like that. Soap's super slick though, it's really helping. Right, let's wet the face. So it's knocked the hair down. It's not knocked it down quite as much as it would normally with a DE. But like I say, it's all about finding the angle and working the razor the way it's supposed to be used. It's a total different beast. Very comfortable to hold. Beautiful looking razor, it's got a lovely weight to it. knocked the stand over. The stand is one chunky piece of steel, hell of a lot of weight in it. But it just adds to the beauty of the razor really. Right, across the grain. And that's really tidied it up a lot, that second pass. I forgot how slick this soap was, it's super slick. The razor helps because it doesn't seem to take quite as much soap off, because it's not as efficient as say a Timeless or a Wunderbar or an R41. It's nothing like that at all. You don't really feel the blade. Just dip the tips. Yeah, this soap's superb. Definitely up there with the best soaps I've used, easily. Right, cross the grain another way. I know it's all new to me, but I can definitely feel, I could be wrong, but it feels like I've got a bit of irritation, like an over shaving irritation. It's certainly a very comfortable razor on the neck, that's for sure. And all over, it's just as good as I can get with a DE, if I'm honest. I mean, based on that shave, is it worth 400 bucks? Probably not, no. But it's my first shave with it. It was comfortable. There was no tugging or pulling or anything like that. It was very comfortable, but I do feel like I've got a little bit of irritation. But we'll see. I haven't even prepared my post shave. I was that excited to get this bloody thing out and used. Right. I'll go with a bit of the Humphreys normal one, and as you can see I've got all the lime oil on the top there, so I just give it a good shake up. Mix that lime oil through it, and as you can see it goes a sort of cloudy greeny colour. Could just go with this. Look, surprisingly enough, there's not really any burn or sting from that. It does feel like my skin's been irritated. It does feel like that, but it could just be an illusion, I don't know. But other than that, it's actually turned out a pretty good shave. I've got oh no, it's not a weeper, it's just a red mark. I thought I had a couple of little weepers, I've got one tiny one there. The rest of them are just little red marks. Right, so while that is drying in, we'll have a look at what was used today. So the soap today was the Cold River Soapworks Select Citrus. It's not Citron. I think Citron's the new branded citrus soap. So citrus, and it's got a beautiful lemon and lime and orange, just a lovely citrus scent. You do get, or I get, the scent of the tallow coming through on it just a little bit. Not on your face. You can just smell it when you're loading it. But it doesn't affect the shave, it doesn't affect the scent in any real way. But it's just something to bear in mind that with this Select brand, the Select formula, you can smell a bit of tallow in it. Or I can anyway. And my nose isn't that great. The brush was the Leo Frio Custom, Celtic Football Club, the hoops, green and white hoops. Beautiful little brush, lovely, lovely knot, the tuxedo knot, it really is. Great for whipping up a face lather. It's good for bowl lather as well, if I'm totally honest with you. And onto the razor, the OneBlade with its pivoting head. It's a very comfortable razor to hold. It never feels like it's going to slip out your hand. It's got a lovely weight. It's actually quite small. It's a lot smaller than I had in my head. I thought it was going to be quite a long, big, chunky razor, but it's not. It's just a really well built little razor. It comes with this one came with a stand. It just pops on there like that. And it's beautiful, beautiful little razor. It's not worth $400, but it's a lot of time and effort goes into designing these things, and that's obviously where the money comes into it. And obviously with the leather case, it's all been presented very well, using qualities, creams, and I don't know how good this brush is. It's a Super Badger, handmade in England. I'm pretty sure this is the brush that came with the actual razor. It's got that little bit of funk through it. The Vulfix, old original. But yeah, really impressed with that. I was quite surprised. I wasn't expecting to enjoy it that much. If I'm honest, I struggled with the only single edge razor I've used before, which was the Razor Rock Hawk. But that's came through pretty well to say that's the first time I've used it. So I shall finish off with my usual splash Nivea Too Faced. Oh yeah. Oh. Feel the burn. Jesus. Yeah, there's definitely irritation on my skin there. Oh, I haven't had a burn like that for a long time. That was almost taking me back to June last year on my first double-edged razor shave. Anyway guys, I really enjoyed that. There's 3 days left now to go for the giveaway. 3? Saturday, Sunday, Monday, yeah, 3 days left for the giveaway. So if you have not got over there yet and subscribed and commented, please do so. And I'll be picking the winner on Tuesday. I can't remember what else I was going to say. Someone commented one of my videos and I can't remember what the question was now, but yeah, I'll get to that another time if I remember. Thanks very much for tuning in guys. Please stay safe, drive safe, don't drink and drive. Catch you guys next time. Cheers.